Hello and welcome to the show. Yes, I'm Lizzie Cundy and it's the only show where we talk love, relationships and players. Wow, yes, players, that word says it all. Take this wag friend of mine. Well, her footballer boyfriend was only at it with the au pair, the best friend and the woman from the bank. Hey, but they say the change did him good. Well, today we're at the wonderful Mayfair Hotel to meet my very special guest. Yes, you could say she's the wag that got away. She dated a player and a chairman, so that's one better than me. She caused a rumble in the jungle, and she's had a far from model life. It's the one and only Sophie Anderton.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's lovely to have you here,
Thank you.
It's lovely to be here.
Sorry, I'm not on the coffee, so I need one of these.
It's a bit early for me, I have to say. No, I'm not actually drinking anymore, so...
I know, you're being good. You're very good like me drink, though.
No, it doesn't bother me in the slightest. My attitude is just because I don't drink doesn't mean I have to spoil everyone else's good times.
Oh, good girl. That's what
I
like.
quite enjoy watching all my friends get hammered around me anyway, so...
It's quite good for this show, because there's always champagne.
It's quite entertaining as well, watching everyone get drunk, because I can hold them up to ransom on quite a few things nowadays.
Well, Sophie, welcome to Wag's World.
Thank you.
But you're not really a wag.
No,
Are you? Well, you are the wag that got away kind of thing.
Yeah, I am completely the wag who got away. No, I never watched Mark.
Did you never go to a match?
Well, no, because he never played. He was on the bench.
Oh, bless him.
So, yeah, no, I saw a lot of white lines, but not quite those ones. it was a very strange relationship.
So did you never go to Chelsea? Was Mark at Chelsea when you started seeing him? This is Mark Boschnick, by the way.
Yeah, he was, but he got banned quite soon. I mean, I was abroad, and then he got busted for Class A drugs, and little did I know. And there's me stuck in my hotel room in Barbados with the press corps out there, and just going, what the hell do I do? Do I stand by him or not? And he was like, well, you know, you should actually walk away. But I happen to love him, and I thought no. But I should have. Looking back in retrospect, I should have left.
Where did you meet Mark? You met him through Jay?
Yeah, I just went for dinner, and that.
Did you think, oh no, footballer, gonna be trouble?
I just thought, oh God, he's gonna be thick as shit. I thought he would be so ignorant and have absolutely no clue about anything. But actually, he was very well read, and he was he actually was surprisingly intelligent, but obviously not quite enough. I mean, apparently he's playing again now, which I'm really happy for him, and he's cleaning his act up. Because I honestly thought I was going to get a phone call one day and he'd be dead.
Did you believe Mark when he said he wasn't touching drugs, or did you know?
No, because a drug test won't lie. So I think it's pretty much drug test. It's pretty unanimous.
But you look very much in love, because you were always in the papers, you two walking down. I remember beach and place, hugging each other, and I thought, oh, they look really happy together.
We were, but unfortunately, I think he started playing football at a young age, and his insecurities kind of took over, which I really can relate to, because I'm the same as with modelling. You travel the world at a very young age. You're being told you're brilliant, you're this, you're that, and the other. And then, you know, it's like sometimes things don't go your way. And, you know, I think, you know, the drinking and the gambling and stuff, it obviously has slightly addictive personality. And I think it was inevitable. And, you know, obviously he was sitting on the bench, he had too much time on his hands and too much money.
Was he romantic? Were there times when there were happy times? There must have been.
No, not after that. No? Not after that, but I decided to stand by him, but it was nearly the death of me. So, and then it took me, I went into recovery in 2004 when I left him. And was in recovery for nearly 3 years. And then...
God, so tough time. It really affected you.
Yeah, it was. But, you know, I made peace with him. I mean, I tried to help him when I went into recovery. And I was just said, look, I forgive you. It's fine. Let's, you know, draw a line. I don't believe in living in the past, because it only hurts yourself in the long term if you hold grudges against people and you resent them.
Oh, that's a nice way of thinking.
So, it was beginning to kill me, my resentment, so I had to let them go. But I'm really proud of him. He's got himself together. He's in Australia, I believe, and playing for a team out there.
So you were able to chat and be friends? Well, if you were to see
well,
him,
no, I mean, I'd say hello, but I wouldn't have a full-on conversation with him, to be honest, because...
It hasn't put you off footballers for life,
Yes, it has.
Has it?
Yes, it has. I mean, I said when I was 17, no playboys, no footballers, no club owners. I've gone out with all three.
No footballers,
no playboys, and no club owners. I was engaged to a playboy for 6 years, went out with a footballer, then went out with a club owner. So you know what? Actually, the club owner was the most sanest. He was the sanest.
Who's the club owner?
Mark Alexia, who owned Pangea. But he's completely,
Yeah.
he's
still
completely
doing that?
anti-drugs, completely everything. He did pretty much save me.
Actually, I saw you both in Cipriani one night.
Yeah.
And he was really looking after you. I thought
He's
he was
very,
very
very
polite
sweet.
and sweet.
Well, yeah, I had to actually go to a party at Vendor, which is where Pangea was the other week, and obviously I'm not drinking. And he turned up and he was being very sweet. So.
Oh, good.
Yeah, but I don't tend to hang out with my ex-boyfriends as a rule.
No, it's not
I do believe that what the past is best left for the past, and I always think, you know, if there's any resentments and stuff, it always comes up. It doesn't matter how cool you can be about it. So I sound really cool about everything, which, I mean, I'm sure, you know, that, but I've dealt with it and I've, you know, got rid of.
Well, it's good because you probably.
And I wasn't the easiest girl to go out with.
Yes, I've heard.
Yeah.
Now tell me, okay, you've gone off footballers, but you did date Simon Jordan, the chairman. Now tell me what interests you, as Mrs. Merton said, in the multi-millionaire Simon Jordan.
No, you know what? It's not that. With him,
No.
he's so funny. He's so intelligent. He's been a wonderful friend to me, and I'm still count him as one of my. If I had to count my friends on one hand, I count him as one.
So take me back to the beginning. Where did you meet Simon Jordan? Did you say, my God, that's the chairman of Crystal Palace?
No, I had no idea. I've never heard of Crystal Palace. I heard the area.
You had
but not
heard of
the team.
Crystal Palace?
I mean, I don't even know half the football teams. I've hardly ever heard of a single footballer. Right. I mean, I'm really not in that scene.
No, you're not in the.
It was just we were introduced by mutual friends, and that was it. Really, we just got on like a house on fire. And we still do. It was just, you know, where I am in my life is different to where he is, and you know, so it's kind of. And he's going to be a hard one for any woman to really knuckle down and get married.
Yeah, well, we did. So. I said to you earlier, we had Sarah Bosnick on the show, on this show, and she'd been out. But it seems like you were following a suit with Mark and Simon.
Yeah, but no, he's really, and the fans come first for him, the fans in the club. So, which I think is really rare. It's not all about the money for him.
Well, let's take you back to when you were a little girl in Bristol.
Right.
You lost your Bristol accent.
Yes, no, completely.
Very lovely.
No, my mum sent me to elocution lessons when I was about 11, and she said, you're not speaking with a Bristolian accent. So I did learn to speak French with a Bristolian accent, though, but I'm not going to attempt that.
You're not going to?
No, because my French teacher had a Bristolian French accent, so it was really bizarre. But
So so did you always want to be strutting down the catwalk? What did you want to do when you were a little girl? I wanted to be the
next Kate Adie.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did you?
I wanted to be in water. I'm a bit of a tomboy, so...
You wanted to be a reporter?
Yeah, I was brought up with the Kate Adie, Maggie Thatcher era, so I either wanted to be a reporter or I wanted to be...
Prime Minister!
Yeah, can you
That would be a good one.
Oh, you know what? I'd be doing a better job than Gordon Brown, that's for sure. You kind of think anyone could do a worse job. So I'm conservative through and through, so I'm really sorry if that offends anyone.
No, not at all. So you didn't really want it. So how did you get into modelling? What happened then? Because how did you get to London? When did you decide to come to the bright lights of London?
Well, I got hit by a car when I was 11, and I had an open bone wound for 3 years, and I had 22 operations, and I was on morphine. I was very, very skinny. I was down to about 6 stone.
You were hit by a car?
Yeah, drunk driver.
I didn't know
women.
that.
Yeah, I got a massive scar on the inside of my leg, metal through my leg, up to halfway up my leg.
Gee.
No, I mean, I thought I was really ugly. I got bullied at school, got called thunder thighs, this, that, and the other.
Thunder thighs?
Yeah, I got bullied at school, called Dago, all the horrible sort of names you can possibly get called. I mean, kids are evil.
Yeah.
And my best friend was just like, she was like, you don't understand what you look like, and you're how photogenic you are. So she started entering into competitions. Well, the next thing I know, 3 months later, I've won 4. One with closure, I got one with one of the national magazines, I can't remember which one it was, and then 2 regional ones. And I was just like, okay.
So the modelling, you obviously get loads of male attention. So what was your first boyfriend, first kiss?
My first boyfriend was a guy I lost my virginity to, and his name's Ben Braun, and he's absolutely lovely. And
what does Ben do?
I believe he's working in advertising now. But he was like 6'2". That was when I was 15.
Who is the current flavour?
He's not famous. He's wonderful and he's lovely and he's a serious businessman.
Is he?
He's 32. His name's Ed Buxton and he's beautiful. The bluest eyes, gorgeous face. All gay men fancy him. Put it that way. That's how gorgeous he is.
He's always hot. If gay men fancy your man, then he's usually hot stuff.
I actually get really jealous when gay men hit on him. It's really bizarre. I'm just a bit like, hey, hands off my boy.
Hands off him?
Yeah, but he's amazing and he's really... he was my best friend for 3 years and then we got together at the end of last year.
But that's quite refreshing. He's not in the public eye because you have been out with quite a few celebrity
you never see
boyfriends.
Well, yeah, I think it comes with the territory. I mean, if you're living that, I was really sort of up until last year, I was really embroiled in that lifestyle. To be honest, being in the public eye, yes, it works, but it's about business now, really. I mean, I won't do any newspaper interviews about my private life or anything.
Now, I've got to ask you this, obviously, because there was that terrible story in the News of the World that was saying, you know, you were working as an escort, you hit rock bottom.
No.
And can you put the record straight here?
Firstly, it's News of the World, so take whatever they say with a pinch of salt. The problem is I couldn't fight it because I was caught with drugs, and I was lucky that I wasn't handed over to the police. And that's...
You actually were... I mean, did they
on camera.
you? What happened?
No, it was a date, and I was off my face, and I said some stupid things, which weren't actually, were completely taken out of context. And I've seen the thing on YouTube, and it goes, the light goes in and out. So I'm like, funny that is when they're doctoring the tape, but never mind.
It's not on YouTube, is it? Oh.
It was. It's off now. I believe it's been taken off now. And that was like, right, you know what? I've just had enough now, and this is just ridiculous. Because I would have got myself in any stupid. I wouldn't have been saying stupid things if I hadn't been drinking loads of vodka and being... I was just being like, oh, yeah. I turn into a yob when I'm drunk. I turn into a complete yob and I say some really stupid things. And anyone who knows me knows...
when you have a few drinks.
Yeah, but what you don't really... Yeah, but I mean, they've done it. It's not just me. They've done it to Jodie, the kid. I mean, they entrapped her 3 times. They've done it to everybody. And I think it's just getting to the point now, it's just ridiculous. And the problem is I didn't want to be handed over to police. I should have probably had charges put against me. Really, in a sane frame of mind. I mean, I'm glad I didn't. I'm not suggesting I should. But being caught with Class A drug and also calling somebody up...
Did that shock you and make you think, I've got to change my lifestyle?
It's like I smoke, but being photographed, I will never be photographed with a cigarette. To see myself doing it, there was nothing glamorous about it. It was disgusting. And I'm not the sharpest on the books, but I'm far from being dumb. And to get myself into a situation and go on a couple of dates with a guy who was introduced by somebody who's more than dubious, I should have cottoned on that there was something going on there. But I just didn't. I didn't have a clue, you know.
You've turned it around because you're in AA. Not talking about the car, people. But you're in AA, though. You are seriously getting yourself back on track.
Yeah, I'm completely and utterly, that's it, off.
Sophie, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you. It's been a pleasure.
Chat with you.
And I will send you a load of my lingerie and swimwear when it's ready. It'll be... we're launching the first range of lingerie for Christmas next year.
Amazing. I'll give you my little cup size before we leave.
Definitely.
Well, Sophie, you today are having a cosmetic procedure because you said earlier you've got a bit of cellulite on your legs.
I do. I've been obsessing about doing smart lipo, and I finally jumped in there and organised it. So I'm very happy for you guys to come and film it.
Yes, because we're going to the Harley Street Skin Clinic to see Dr. Khan. Well, thanks for letting us come.
I'm very nervous, so
Don't
quite
be
good.
nervous.
You can hold my hand through it.
I will hold your hand, Sophie. And we'll
probably faint.
I will. I'll have a drink. Darling, I will see you in the second leg of the programme. Okay, in the next part of the show, it may contain some images that aren't suitable for the faint-hearted. Yes, so if you're a little bit squeamish, look away now. It's off to Harley Street. Okay, Sophie, are we ready? Because you've got to go and have this procedure.
Now.
So you're having the smart lipo, and do you know what this entails exactly? Have you done your homework?
I have actually. I've been actually looking into it for about the last 2 months because I've given up drinking. And I've got cellulite on the back of my legs, and I'm not happy about it. Because
you are a very slim girl. A lot of people are going to be watching this thinking, there's no way she
actually
needs
toxins
this.
can hold within fatty deposits. And what's great about smart lipo is it's not invasive, it's not under general anaesthetic. It is. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it for somebody who's really overweight, but for a quick fix, what it does is the laser. They laser off all the fat and they suck out the fat whilst the laser tightens up the skin. So as well as getting rid of all the fatty deposits which are causing cellulite, it tightens all the skin up. And to be honest, it's better for somebody I had eating disorders when I was younger, and something like this is enough to tip you over, and I refuse to go back to that being like that. So yes, it's a bit extreme, but I don't believe that there's anything wrong with it, and I have done my homework, and I do believe that if you do a cosmetic procedure and you do your homework on it, there's nothing wrong with it.
And we are with the best people today at the Harley Street Skin Clinic.
He's so amazing.
And he's so handsome. He's so gorgeous. Huh? Right, how are you feeling though?
A bit nervous.
I'll hold your hand, Soph.
I'm a bit more nervous that local anaesthetic's not going to work.
Don't worry, darling, I'll knock you out. Let's go. Okay.
All right, Sophie, what I've done is I've marked you up now. We had our consultation a few days ago. You've had time to think about the procedure, and we've been through the consent. Do you have any questions at all?
Not really. I'm just itching to get moving. I mean, I've done my homework on it. I know that it works, and I know your reputation, so I feel very happy.
Okay, excellent. That's perfect. Thank you.
Flabby bum.
It's really body sculpting and reduction of cellulite with some skin tightening. So once it's anaesthetized, then we can start doing the laser. And what I'm going to do is come through with the laser from here, okay? And we may need to come in through here as well.
Okay.
And what we'll do is we'll break down the fat cells, so it'll release the fat. We'll then put a little bit more anaesthetic in, just to plump it up a little bit, and then suck out the fat.
Fabulous.
Okay?
Okay.
Suck out the fat.
Absolutely.
With a straw.
Gross.
So
This
the
is
fat,
not a cooking show, honey.
and as we're doing that, you'll see the difference. At the moment, you can see a little bit of cellulite in that area.
A little bit. It's
Yeah.
a huge amount for me.
Oh, it's not, but you can see the area that you've drawn.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that cellulite will then reduce, okay? Because we're able to work really close to the skin where the cellulite cells are.
Okay.
After I've aspirated, taken out the fat, and moulded the area to where we want it, then what we're going to do is go in with a laser again and further reduce the cellulite cells and tighten the skin.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds fantastic.
I like the
Wonderful.
sound of
We'll
that
make a
tight
start.
skin.
I know.
How are you feeling, Sophie?
I'm okay. I'm so excited to be cellulite free and to get rid of my saddlebags. I mean, honestly, they talk to me. They go, "Meow, hello. You drank too much. Thank God you're not drinking anymore." I really do believe this is the best treatment for me. Instead of feeling insecure about my cellulite and my wobble bits and just dieting to the maximum in training, I do think this is the most sensible route for me.
But it's interesting to know, because I didn't know that alcohol and, as Dr. Khan said about drinking coffee, causes
It's put me, well, I've given up alcohol, but I've given up coffee now, as I've been told that.
There'll be nothing else.
Well, I don't mind a cigarette store to go, but, you know, one thing at a time.
I'm not scaring you, am I, in my nice outfit?
No, I think you look hysterical. You look like a naughty nurse off Carry On.
Well, I feel like dinner lady. Do you think in the modelling world there's such, everyone is on your case looking at how, if you've got any cellulite or if you put any weight on, is it that awful where people are really picking on you and
Well,
looking?
I know it's more the press. I got out of a car the other week and there was a picture of me and it's obviously my skirt fluid went up a little bit and they were like, "Oh look, she's got cellulite." I'm like, "Well, I'm 31 years of age. You know, I'm terribly sorry, but I'm trying to launch a business. I don't have time to spend 10 hours in the gym a week like I used to."
And Dr. Khan's got his special Prada glasses on.
I have, and I'm going to ask you to wear some goggles as well,
Okay.
because we are using a laser, and we need to make sure that your eyes are protected
Not a problem.
at all
Wow, okay.
times. So,
Oh, I preferred the black ones, but I will have these.
Stop being such a princess.
Now, look. Okay.
Everything,
lovely.
I feel
I
like
tell
I'm
you
at a
what,
rave.
the only girl that looks good with paper and a paper hat and these goggles. So do you think, Sophie, this is going to make a huge difference?
Yes, it will do to me, but I've just seen a needle, so let's just stop talking
okay,
for a minute.
we won't talk.
okay, I'm just going to anaesthetise the area. I'm going to put a few little pinpricks around the area, just to start with, sharp scratch. But once it's numbed, then it'll be absolutely fine. Yeah, it's just the initial stages.
Well done, darling. You're doing so well. The
Dot to
anaesthetic,
dot.
I think, is the worst bit, isn't it, Doctor? For the
I'm exhausted. Can I go to
Yes.
sleep now?
Yes, let's put
You
her
can go to sleep now.
Sorry.
It is the best. Just squeeze my
Just
hand,
breaking into a
so
sweat.
just squeeze my hand, baby.
It's like when you go to the dentist, the worst bit is when the anaesthetic goes in, it stings, and then it just goes numb afterwards.
Wow. So, Soph, how long have you been thinking of doing
gonna hit you
this?
in a minute.
She can't answer the questions. So how long have you been thinking of having this done? 2 or 3
The
months.
giggles coming on now.
It's good she's laughing. I'm laughing at my outfit, but oh, you poor thing. So, darling, tell me about the boyfriend. You were saying paranoid about walking around naked.
Well, I
on
am.
the
I mean,
beach.
it's not that I've never been paranoid about my body. I've always been in tip-top shape, but because I took 6 months out modelling from last December and I only just recently went back straight to it, I'm not in the tip-top shape. I mean, for 3 months I was kind of hidden away in Bali, just sorting my head out. I find it really hard to just walk around in daylight in underwear in front of him, and that's really bad because he's always, and he's like, "I love your body, you've got a beautiful body."
He adores you, yeah.
Yeah, but he doesn't see what I see.
You're aware of your cellulite and it bothers
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, these are little fibrous areas. We'll just put a bit more anaesthetic in. Well done. at the end.
We put a lot more anaesthetic in there, please.
That's all right, we're putting some in.
I'll never moan about period pains again.
But you know what's weird with this? You can't see this, Sophie.
And I don't want to see it.
It kind of lights up under the skin.
I think it's much better that I'm looking at you.
It's going to be fab when you watch Wags World at home. You can watch and go, wow! But the thing is, do you think people are going to look at you watching this saying, my God, Sophie Anderton, supermodel, size 8.
It's my job. I've got cellulite. I can't be I can't be doing lingerie. I've got just the same. I'm just still going to have the same problems as any other woman.
And actually, I think it's quite nice seeing you have this done because you're such a beauty and thinking, you know what, I'm not perfect and I'm having this done.
Well,
you know, like
I'm not having my lips plumped up to, you know, to like trout lips or anything like that. This is just something which I can't live with feeling so insecure anymore. It just wasn't acceptable for me anymore to feel the way I was.
Sorry. This is just the anaesthetic going in for the aspiration.
The sensitive bit. The anaesthetic actually hurts more than the...
Yes, I know, I felt the procedure. I just feel like somebody's rummaging around inside me.
I think I've lost a hand, but I'm okay. I've got
She's lost her thumb. She's in a good house.
It's numb. Yeah, but this is... I mean, to be honest, Sophie, from what I can see with all the needles going in, it's not really hurting, is it?
No, it's actually the anaesthetic. The actual treatment itself doesn't bother me.
So we're going to make a start from here.
Hand? Will we
just-
actually see the fat come?
You will.
Oh,
Are you
good.
okay?
What colours is the fat? Yeah, I am.
Yellow.
It's sort of a pinky yellowy colour.
Oh,
There you are.
wow.
Wow!
Bye-bye fat. Oh, I can't put
What
my...
does that feel like?
If
Sophie?
It feels like somebody's
What?
plunging.
Plunging. I've got to say, this isn't your best look, baby.
Ow, that really hurt. Oh.
It's that little area, isn't it? You've got a hot spot.
I've got 2 little hot spots. So how much do you expect to come out of me all completely?
I think from these 2 areas you've got about half a litre.
Bloody
Wow,
hell.
half a litre.
How much does that weigh?
That is like...
Fat's not quite as
No, it's
heavy
not
as
as heavy as muscle.
fluid.
How much is that? A couple of cups of tea? I think I'm making a very good nurse. I've not screamed once.
Yeah, I
don't
can
like
feel it's
needles.
not as numb as it was.
If you look, as I go like this, can you see it's quite smooth?
Right.
When we come up to the area,
Oh my God, look, it's
can you see the
squidgy.
cellulite there?
Wow.
Okay, have a look. Come down. And that's where the cellulite is.
Oh,
Can you see that?
it looks like it's got little things living
So
under
that's
there.
quite smooth,
Yeah.
and that's quite cellulite. Yep.
Oh, wow. It's like a... Bloody hell, that is such a difference.
So this is what we've done here.
We've done that,
And then...
and we're going to do this.
Good. See how lovely that's nice and bouncy again, and that's all floppy.
So, Dr. Khan, what are you doing now?
I'm just tightening the skin off now. We've done the initial laser,
Right.
which broke down the fat cells. We've taken those fat cells away, so the cellulite is all gone, and that fat pad has been decompressed.
It's gone, Sophie.
I know.
And now what we're doing is going in, sealing off any blood vessels that might cause a bit of bruising, and also tightening up the skin so she gets a nice, smooth finish.
Wow, smooth finish. Sophie, how are you feeling?
No, I feel great actually. I mean, I feel really reassured by Dr. Coleman all the way through it. And it's by asking questions and actually understanding what's going on makes it a lot easier instead of going, oh my God, what's he doing?
Well, you've been so brave. Thank you for today, Sophie.
It's my pleasure, thank you.
And I'm going to take my hat off and thank you, Dr. Khan. Isn't he
You're welcome.
wonderful?
Oh, he's amazing, thank you.
We're
No, I
going to come
really...
back and see you at the Harley Street Medical Clinic. What a place. You're wonderful. And also, thank you to the Mayfair Hotel. Wonderful there too. So that's it for us today. I'll see you again very soon for more Wags World.